the question we should ask ourselves is, as a country, what is our strategy? Okay, because I am not here saying don't let the nurse go or let the nurse go, but somebody has realized they have a need. They went on Brexit. Based on Brexit, some of the Eastern Europeans left the country. Some of the people from other parts of the world who were working there have had to move. They have decided that they will recruit aggressively from certain parts of the world. Our nurses are part of their strategy. Now, what is our strategy for the health sector? Does it have any plans of retention of some of the highly skilled people? Is there a transfer of skill before they go? If you have a nurse who's done 10 years at a hospital like Confanoche, one of our specialists, and then the UK people want to recruit her, do you have a replacement for her before she goes? These are the questions I'm asking. And if you look at the numbers who are going every month, that's a sizable chunk of our workforce. And we have a youth bulge in our population. So our population is growing. So we have more citizens. Our population rate growth rate is higher than the UK. Even though they have more people than us, we have a lot more young people. So I just think that there has to be a connection between the current agitation in the health sector, the UK's aggressive recruitment of health professionals from our country, and the future of healthcare in Ghana. And that conversation should be at the forefront of national discourse.
But on this particular trend that we've seen, and again, I think we really need to look at the numbers again on the nurses. If the nurses could help, I'm trying to bring up data. I agree with you on the quality issue, but I want to look at
the quantity.
Because I recall when Ghana signed that agreement with Barbados to send 300 and something plus nurses to Barbados. One of the reasons given was that we have an oversupply of nurses, because when we completed, we could actually afford to send out our nurses as part of an economic policy.
Good.
Where we will actually become known for exporting.
Which is why
nurses.
That's good. What I'm saying, I see on that one, the president of Ghana had met the Barbadian counterpart. There was a discussion. So it was structured. We know the kind of nurses who were going. We know the level of training they had. So if the 200 nurses leave, I'm sure that the Ghana Health Service is aware of the areas of need, and they know that this type of person can be easily replaced. Because in that area, there's an oversupply. I'm saying that the UK policy now, I don't think has been, I don't recall a government-to-government discussion where the British and the Ghanaians met and said, we are having a conversation about Ghanaian nurses coming to UK. So let's work together to streamline
it. The UK one, what basically happened, the new policy that came about was basically that by 2024, they must have filled spots for 50,000, a need for 50,000 nurses in the system. So they're looking to fill 50,000.
And then they have 47 countries that the UK government insists they should actively recruit from.
Yeah, actually they reduced it to 100.
14, it's 14.
No, now it's 100.
No, so initially it was 47 and became 14, that's what I know.
No, and that's what I'm saying, that the UK government aligned itself with the World Health Organization's ethical recruitment pipeline, which increased the numbers, because initially it was very limited. The WHO's threshold was different compared to what the UK government was working with.
Let me read a story for you.
Yes.
UK poaching nurses from already short-staffed countries to hit recruitment targets. Figures from the Nursing and Midwifery Council reveal that international nurses made up around half of those joining the profession last year. This is a British circular. So it's called the Nursing Note. So it's a platform that has information on nursing. The story says the UK is poaching nursing staff from a third of the world's most short-staffed countries. A new analysis by the Royal College of Nursing reveals. According to the analysis, new joiners to the UK nursing workforce include recruits from 14 countries of the red list of 47 that the UK government insists should not be actively recruited from. Okay. Figures from, so they are looking at the fact that maybe some of the countries should not, they are getting nurses from countries that they probably didn't think had the right social engineering to fit into their system. Fair enough. Figures from the Nursing and Midwifery Council, this is the UK version, show that international nurses made up about half of those joining the profession late last year, with just 2% of new recruits being from the EU. Which is so this is a post-Brexit matter. Yesterday, at the college's annual congress, member Ziba Arif, sounds Pakistani, warned that any international nurse recruitment must be transparent, ethical, and dignified. It comes as the government strives to hit a pre-election pledge of 50,000 more nurses by the next general election in 2023. A pledge that the King's Fund says has to have any substantial amount on the UK's vacancies across the profession. The RCN has today warned about an over-reliance of nursing staff from abroad, but has acknowledged the important role international nurses play in the NHS and the UK healthcare. And then General Secretary and Chief Executive Pat Cullen said ministers are overly reliant on nurses from countries with critical workforce shortages. Meanwhile, their lack of investment in the UK nursing staff, both today's and those of the future, is deeply concerning. This is a local British story, so take it with context. Our health and care workforce is proudly diverse. International recruitment must be ethical, beyond reproach, and come at the same time as increased investment in education and domestic professions. Responding to the findings, Director of Development and Employment at NHS Employers Caroline Waterfield said the government code of practice for international recruitment into the NHS helps employers ensure they adhere to ethical recruitment practices. So again, they think of whether this is being done ethically. So I'm looking at this. They are looking at this from the demand side.
Yes.
Okay. But I am saying that from our side, the UK government has not approached the Ghana government to say, I am looking for 300 nurses a year.
No.
Give me 300 nurses.
Just open this door.
That's what I'm saying. That it's different. So if
it's different from what happened with the
Barbados one, Ghana Health Service can say, okay, we are giving you 300 a month, but we need psychiatric nurses because you just expanded Ankafo as an example. So these 20 psychiatric nurses, we can only give you 5. We need 15 to work as Ankafo until they are replaced.
But so everybody can go.
But in this situation, the 15 at Ankafo can say, Charlie,
the thing it being
then they will leave. And then the Ankafo, the guy at Ankafo say, what's going on? Last week, this person left. This week, this person left. What's going on here? So I am saying that as a country, our health ministry and our employment ministry must be aware of this drive from the UK and do something about it. And then when you juxtapose that with the agitation for cola, if you are a nurse, who needs cola?
There's a nurse who has sent you a nice message. Read it.
No, read it for me.
It's a very nice message.
She's saying I should keep quiet.
Another one. This one says,
what?
See, you guys shouldn't talk much. You heard the salaries Angel Kabunu mentioned
yesterday
for their senior officers. Apart from the poor conditions of service, maybe our leaders go to other countries to seek better health care. Okay, we too, we are going there to wait for them and give them health care if they don't like what is being offered.
So they're going to wait for the leaders there to treat them there. But just to give you some context with what I was talking about, I'm also reading from the Nursing Times of the UK. Now, the report said that the UK will now be able to recruit health and social care staff from more than 100 additional countries after the government updated its code of practice for international recruitment. So what basically happened was that the move widens the global market from which the UK can ethically recruit, as the World Health Organization has far fewer countries on its safeguarded list. It will see the UK adopt the World Health Organization's red list of 47 countries where active recruitment cannot be undertaken. This will replace the previous UK held list of 152. So you see the difference. So they've widened.
Do you have the list there?
The recruitment pool.
I am arguing that Ghana is probably in the top 4.
Oh, certainly.
Ghana is probably in the top 3.
Ghana, Zimbabwe, and you see, and it's not just that. What was also happening is not just them. Was if you look at the New York Times did something in February. So the Americans are hiring, the Canadians are hiring as well, in addition to the UK.
I'll tell you something about Canada. When Jeff Gable came, he said in Canada for certain positions, for every 2 jobs, there was almost like there was more jobs than people in some sectors that they were recruiting people for. We're still back on the issue of nurses. From the information we have, about 900 Ghanaian nurses left Ghana last year to the United Kingdom. It could even be more. I've been joined by a Ghanaian nurse in the UK. We'll call him Samwell for today's program. And Samuel, thanks for joining us. Good morning. How long have you been in the UK?
Just 3 weeks.
Okay. So how long were you in Ghana before you left? How long were you working in the nursing field in Ghana before you left?
Oh, I've worked for like 8 years.
I see. Why did you go?
Oh, really? Actually, the country, I don't want to say, actually, the country, things was very, very hard. Things was tough, especially for we nurses, for health workers. So, there was this opportunity for nurses to just go through some exams. You go through the normal process, then you can join. So, I had to work my way out and come here.
How did you hear about this opportunity?
Oh, I've had other colleagues who had gone already, so they told me about it and I joined.
And how long did the process take you between the day you heard and when you finally left?
It could take you 6 months to a year.
I see. Were you required to pay any money?
No.
How difficult was the exam? What kind of exam was it?
You need to write the IELTS, that is the English Language Testing System, and you need to write the CBT. So before you can write the CBT, you need to apply to join the UK NMC. So they will give you the invitation to join them by writing the CBT. So after that, you search for job. So with the job seeking, if you get one, they give you sponsorship. Then you apply for your visa. Then you come.
So you wrote the IELTS, you passed. You wrote the CBT. The CBT is like a professional nursing exam, right?
Yes.
And then once you pass, then you apply for a job, which means you can look for a hospital online in the UK whilst you are still here.
Yes.
So once they give you the offer, you send that to the embassy or the High Commission, and you are given a visa.
Yes, they give you the offer. Then they take the necessary documents they need. Then they give you a certificate of sponsorship. So you use that certificate of sponsorship to apply for the visa.
So the conditions the hospital or the wherever you are working for, does it include what are the details? I don't know if you can tell me, like for example, do you have housing? Do they do anything for your family, or is just a job and a salary?
Oh, if you want to go with your family, you can go. Me, I went with my wife.
Wow. So both of you got a visa the same day?
Yeah.
So it means if you had children, they would have also gone with you?
Yes.
Does the offer include a place to live?
They gave me one month accommodation for free. That's paying after 1 month.
By which time you would have settled as well?
Yes, please.
So can your wife work while she's there based on the visa you've gotten?
Yes. So.
Oh. It means that the nurse in there, you just say, you are nursing both at work and at home. I see. So did she also write the exam, or you did the exam? She didn't do the CBT?
No, I was the one who.
But now that she's there, she can do it if she wants, and she can also join the system.
Yes, please.
Wow. So how has it been since you got there? You've been there for only 3 weeks. How has it been?
Seriously, it's a good place that I would want every nurse, like every Ghanaian nurse, not even if you don't want to like work here, just have an experience here. It's a good place, seriously.
How different is the work experience in the hospital you are working from the place you were when you were in Ghana?
How different? Mm-hmm. Big difference.
For example?
Like you have everything you need to work with. Nobody is going to tell you we have just a box of love for today, so we should manage. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm. So there's no shortage of like the basic things you were getting shortages of when you were working here. You don't have that.
You have almost everything you need to work with.
And how are the working hours? How is the workload like?
Oh, let's say you have the hours you need to work in a week. Me, I'm to do 44 hours a week. So you arrange me, I go 12 hours a day, which is 11 hours paid, 1 hour break.
And how does the pay work? So are you paid per hour?
Yes.
Do you care to tell how much you are paid per hour?
A minimum of £12 an hour.
I see. That's a minimum.
Yeah.
So there could be other benefits.
Minimum because mine is more than that. But I'm saying
12 pounds. So somebody can get 15, somebody can get £20 an hour.
Somebody can get 20, somebody can get 80, somebody can get 50.
I see. And does it come with like health insurance and other things?
Yeah, at the end of the month you pay your tax, you pay your NI and other things.
What about transportation to work and then things like this? Because the first month is a free accommodation, but you have to look for a place. So if you calculate how much you're going to spend on the house and then your transportation, would it still make sense after 1 month?
It will make a big sense. It will make a big sense. And good for me, where I'm staying and where I go to work, it's like 20 minutes walk. So, Ghana man, I work in and out. I walk.
You do CACD, so transportation, you don't use the train, so you don't waste too much money.
Oh, man. Yes. Rough 4. That is my leg.
Has your wife found a job yet?
Yes, she's going for an interview this morning.
We pray it goes well. So hopefully you will start a new life in the UK.
Yeah.
I see. So do you know how many of your mates from your year group have taken this opportunity?
Actually, we completed in 2014 and I know more than 10 or 15 are out of the country.
Of your school, the 2014 group from your school alone?
Yes.
And are they all in the UK or some of them? Which other countries are they in?
Some Canada, US.
Do you compare notes with them? Is Canada better? Is US better? Or is which when you talk, who is doing well?
Actually, I don't need to do that because life has its own way. But I am okay here. That is the most important thing.
So when will you come back?
Come back?
I'm not coming.
Yes, to Ghana.
Oh, I will come back. Let's say if I need to come and visit my family.
Oh.
But to come and work, that one there.
So if government increases the cola, they say your colleagues say they are looking for 20% cola. If they give that cola, won't you come back?
No, I won't come back. I won't come back. Let's be frank.
What will it take for you to come back? And work for your country.
The leadership should give us good reasons, like better job working conditions. You see, when I go to work, I don't buy food. I get food for free. Even if I want to have my supper there, I can. Because when you go to the kitchen, you can request for food. You get it. And most of the problem with us over there is accommodation, transport, feeding. That is what I realized before leaving.
That's in Ghana. The problem was accommodation, transport, and all those three are solved when you are in the UK.
Yes. You need to pay a lot for like accommodation, but it's reasonable because at the end of the month, you are going to get something good. Because when I was in Ghana, let's say in a month, you won't be able to save like 1,000 or 1,500 in a month. Did I say 1,500?
Yeah, and this you couldn't. So in Ghana, you couldn't save 1,000 cedis per month based on your salary.
No, I couldn't. I had to do extra job
to be able to save 1,000 cedis a month.
Yes.
But how much are you able to save now that you are in the UK?
Per the little calculations and stuff that I've done, I would be able to save more than £500 in a month.
Hey,
comparing £500 to
what's this?
Ghana cedis. You know, you are hitting around 4,500, let's say 5,000 a month.
That means that the house there, you build it before. Just say you can start clearing the land and start organizing the house, because the £500 is like 4,800 cedis. So that's like 5,000. So you can send 5,000 cedis a home every month.
Oh, you don't have to, because you need to save yet.
You save it, and then when it's a lot, you do the project. So you won't come back.
Oh, for now, you see, I have years ahead of me. That is, I have a contract with my employer. So if I would want to come back, I need to complete this contract first before.
But isn't the weather cold? When I was in UK, I didn't like the weather. It was very. Sometimes I had to wear some things under my trouser, because now the winter no some way. Or you've been there for only 3 weeks, so it's not yet cold.
Oh, we are in summer, so
you are happy. And the food too, I didn't like the food. The food was some way, or you are okay with the food too?
Oh, the food there. Actually, I brought Ghana food, so what?
You mean you fortify yourself with shit oil?
Ito, gari, those stuff.
So you there, you are prepared for the long haul.
The leaders need to do a lot for nurses, for health workers, because they are really doing a lot there.
Don't you feel? Okay, go on.
At least when you go to work, you know you are going to get a lunch. You have some allowances for transport, some extra cash for one or two few things, some housing allowances. I think at least it will help in one way or the other. But crowds are there, you know.
So you are cool, cry. You don't have problem. You are cool for now.
Oh, problem there, obia or problem, but at least it's better.
Are you? I agree to meet your wife. Why? Tell her I wish her good luck for tell her that she will get a job. She shouldn't worry. And send some tithe. Sharp. Thank you, Sammy. Sammy is a nurse. He left Ghana 3 weeks ago. He's in the UK. We don't mention which city he's in, but he graduated in 2014. Worked in Ghana for 7 years, and then got a job 3 years. Got a job after writing the necessary exams. His wife is a midwife. They are there together, and he's able to save £500 a month, and this is before his wife has started working. So if his wife starts working, I'm sure she can also maybe save another £500. So £1,000 a month, 10,000 cedis save. He said he couldn't even save 1,000 cedis in Ghana. Yeah. He doesn't have to buy food. He was given 1 month free housing, and he says when he's working, they will not tell him there's a shortage of gauze. So this is what other countries have done, which we have to do.
Let me give you a message I also received
from somebody
before your money comes. It's a pretty short message.
But your money is clear. Nathan knows what to say already. I mean, the guy has given us your money already. He's told us how much. He's told us how much.
The place where you save £500.
It's just different. I'm in the UK listening to you guys. I left Ghana in 2019 with 20 nurses and 7 doctors.
Hey.
I'm working at Bournemouth and Southampton General Hospital. We are more than 50 nurses here from Ghana.
In one hospital?
Yes. When I
just they can even do fellowship. They can even do.
Just when I visited NMC Ghana in 2018 to do my foreign verification.
Nursing and Midwifery Council.
Yes. I was number 48. And it was the second day in the month of February.
Yes.
Meaning between 1st and 2nd of February 2018, 48 nurses were ready to leave Ghana.
Hey.
I was shocked that day. The nursing shortages in the UK are getting serious. The UK needs nurses for both hospitals and care homes. My HR told me she needs to fill 200 nursing vacancies before summer ends.
Hey!
The UK needs nurses from Ghana, Nigeria, Tanzania, Kenya, Zimbabwe, and Botswana.
So you see the countries: Ghana, Nigeria, Tanzania, Kenya, Zimbabwe, Botswana. So 2 east, 2 south, 2 west.
Yes. And they are working to reduce the
All English speaking.
Yes, they are working to reduce the IELTS score from band 7 to 6.5 for nurses.
It's not your English. If once you can pass the English, we like
they're
it.
parting shot at Ghana registered and then the UPNMG.
What is
It
it?
says Perpetual and Maxwell need to sit up and settle their differences.
No, don't mind.
There is one more advice.
Oh, number 48. Don't need the musica. So now, hey, key point. He said he was number. This the 2nd February. He was the 44th on the list. That means between the 1st and 2nd day in that month, over almost 50 people had wanted to leave.
Yeah. He was number 48.
And he's in hospital in Southampton and Bournemouth.
Yeah, he works in those.
7 Ghanaian doctors, 20 nurses.
At the time when he was leaving.
And there are over 50 nurses
Now.
in the hospital. Then they can be speaking to you in the lobby. Hey, Raddy. I don't know. You know, listen, my question to you is, should we be happy for them or sad for Ghana? I think that's the question. That's the question. Should we be happy for them or sad for the country? Your man is brought to you by CBG. We stand with you. Listen, when the guy said he can save 500 pounds, I saw your eyes were, Charlie. You were just looking at me quietly. The thing has worried you. If you hear something like this, disturb you. Oh my God, yeah.
Sadness.
Maybe I'm in town translators. Maybe France are losing in free translation.
Somebody sent a message on Twitter. He says that, Charlie, Hampshire NHS Trust is like Ghana land.
They say, they are speaking to you in the hospital.
Chiga, everything's on there. It says Hampshire NHS Trust.
It's like Ghana now.
Anyway.
So what's your tip for me today? Charlie, sorry.
I don't even know what to say. Anyway, this one is from, you know this book, The Richest Man in Babylon?
Yes.
Good. Written by George Samwell. Classic.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it says, quote, God cometh gladly
Mm-hmm.
and in increasing quantity to any man
Mm-hmm.
who will put no less than 1/10 of his earnings to create an estate for his future and that of his family.
What's that? What does that mean in English?
It means that when you make money, think about your future, think about your family, break a little and put some away.
Yo, Yati. Once you have a visa as an MBA person, you automatically qualify for they call it I forget the name, but there's something. It's essentially like you are staying there. Yes. So once you have certain level of skills. So a certain level of university when they come, and then at the time there was a new government came and then they changed that. So a lot of my mates were like, Charlie, why have they changed this thing? It's like, oh, these conservative people, they don't like immigrants, so they changed it to something called Theresa May. So when I was there, Theresa May was the Home Secretary, and she changed the thing. So the thing became like, even if you come with that thing, you have to do some points, something. So and I think she won the election later because at least the conservatives liked the fact that she was something like anti-immigrant. Okay. Now you have a conservative government in the UK, which is not necessarily very friendly to immigrants. Yet they are actively recruiting Ghanaian and Nigerian and Tanzanian and Kenyan and all these kinds of things. So my question: what's happened? Did they build Agenda 111? How come they need all these nurses all of a sudden? Because their population hasn't even increased.
No, but
do you understand? UK population is old, so they haven't had the increase in population like we have. So where is the demand coming from?
COVID stressed their health system, and I think Samwell will add.
COVID stressed.
Really stressed.
It stretched them
severely.
So they came up with
every country.
No, but I think the UK, Western Europe.
How about Italy?
Yes.
How about COVID stretched every country? I think for the UK, the whole construct of their health system is what is coming back to bite them. One, they filled their vacancies in the late 80s into 90s, going closer to the 2000s, filled their vacancies with cheaper labor from the eastern side of the European bloc.
As against British citizens?
Yes, I mean, because it was cheaper and they were readily available.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Eastern Europeans?
Yes, a lot of them, plus Africans.
Okay.
Now, post-Brexit, a lot of them have left en masse.
Oh, so because prior to Brexit, the EU thing was working, a lot of them found it easier
to be there. A lot of them got their stay, got their permits because of UK in EU.
Oh.
And after Brexit, a good number of them have had to leave.
So you think it's
one.
more Brexit than
That's
COVID?
one. That's
Okay.
just one. Of course, COVID stress tested the NHS system. Another thing is that a lot of the indigenous British people retire earlier than expected from the NHS system.
Okay.
Because according to them, the prospects post-retirement are not attractive enough.
Oh, so they leave
the job and creating more
to go and look for something
yes.
else.
Okay. Now the immigrant skilled immigrant what do you call it, visa program has always been there for the last 20-30 years, but they have tweaked it to attract more people.
So they are making it easier for you to get there.
It easier for people to move. Now the gentleman who you spoke with said it took him between 6 months and 1 year to do that. Trust me, now it takes less than 3 months
to get a visa.
To get the
visa. To get that visa.
Yes.
That visa.
Because there are more agencies working at attracting people from Ghana.
So they'll help you do everything quick.
And when you go, he's right. When you go, you are offered free accommodation for 1 month. And within that 1 month, you do your adaptation examination. The moment you get your pass, you are given a long list of hospitals to choose from. And because the hospitals are also struggling to attract,
they are fighting
now
for
offer a lot of things. And this is not just England. You are now talking about England, you are talking about Wales, you are talking about Northern Ireland.
Wow.
Only last week, about 20 of them ended up in Northern Ireland.
Wow.
And every month they are living in.
And the Perpetual was talking about the fact that it's the highly skilled ones who are actually going. So those who are more experienced. In fact, this guy.
No.
Oh, now they're taking all.
The highly skilled ones are leaving their organization. But guess what? The numbers we see are the official numbers from their nursing system. But you see there are others who end up in their care homes, the agencies, the unofficial nursing communities. So the numbers are actually more than we are reading.
Okay, somebody who works within a university is telling me that dozens of application dossiers of our graduate radiographers, physiotherapists, medical lab scientists, and dietitians are living in droves for the UK and US every week. And this is from an educational institutions, because I think they have to sign something to show that they're patient.
Because it's a professional.
So my question is, which means that this is not just professional people, but also people who have an academic qualification. So like they are using there is a university.
They are professionals.
Okay. And so a professional, yes,
yeah.
they go to a university.
And you see, before too, the people of Indian descent had taken a lot more of set positions.
Yeah.
But the shift in the situation back in their country is also causing a lot of them to stay.
Oh, so the Pakistani Indian guys who used to fill those spaces, it looks like home conditions are better
now for some of them. So because in the UK, for what I know, every next doctor you meet is from either an Indian
or a Pakistan,
or African. I mean Indian.
Yeah. Indian descent
or African.
So conditions globally, conditions in UK and conditions in other parts of the world have increased the demand.
Yes.
Now, on our side, in terms of supply, we also seem to have a lot of people who train in that field.
Yes.
Because remember, in the past few months, in fact, there was a report Caleb gave me where some nurses said they should be placed. Government said we don't have money. In fact, let me play that report for you to help us put this in context. We want to look at the supply side for everything. There's a demand and supply side. The Coalition of Unemployed Nurses and Midwives. This was Caleb, how far back? I think this is last year. But when was this report?
This was 2 months ago.
2 months ago, okay. 2 months ago. Let's just hear the report. To give you a sense of the issues here, which will push the guy out, but there's also push and pull. So here's a push factor.
So again, the guy they confirm what Samwell talk. He said working with NHIS nurse, you receive £13 an hour. While someone working at McDonald's or Tesco will receive the same amount. So it's not good for them, but for we the Africans, they will.
Hey, now we go take. So they are not happy with their system.
Yeah, the money don't be enough for them. It's gonna be so.
But depending on which part of the UK you stay, depending on which part.
Cost of living.
Because if you did the north, it be cheaper. Because London be cost.
If you did the north, they will pay you less.
But the housing be cheaper. So UK usually they give a London housing allowance.
The Wales and the Northern Ireland, they give you free accommodation.
Does mommy invest in Felicia? Then she be health administrator or something.
Oh, you go.
Wales.
So we are confident and we hope that.
And it's always alright. That process didn't take. Felicia's process didn't take 2 months.
Because it said once they offer you the job with the conditions, the visa people have no other problem.
So they come back like
once you have a criminal record,
they can't carry 3 kids.
Some like the
is that why there's a backlog of visas? Or that's different?
That one I don't know.
Because you know, there was this issue about visas that no people are going to get dates and.
But that before the US.
UK they don't get that problem.
No. UK if you want it. UK now if you have money to pay, you can get it like 1 week.
It's not true. We are still home.
She was with me last month. It'll be next. There'll be next for our couple.
His sister. The guy insists that.
Yeah.
Kafui, yeah. Oh, okay. Lacus insists. So he ran away go.
This particular group,
Northern Ireland.
2019 batch of.
Oh, then you go meet Mantebia for Cork.
Nurses.
No, Mantebia the Ireland.
Ireland for
the difficult
streets to protest. They want to be.
No, it's called Miss Galvin.
Cool. So that is why a number of them have followed the streets, moved all the way from Independence Square, currently at the Parliament House, moving to
this guy, the guy who sent me the message, and he said he did the registrar for the College of Health Sciences. I didn't want to mention his name. He said, I am the Assistant Registrar in School of Administrator at School of Biomedical and Allied Health. My school trains the professionals. Dozens of applications, dossiers for radiographers, so let's add the fact that it's not just nurses, radiographers, physiotherapists, medical lab. That's what I'm saying. Let's go back to what does this mean for our health sector? So it's not just nurses. So once you're in the health sector, they like you.
This girl, she was a social worker, trained social worker here. Yeah. But over there, within a few months, she's been able to transfer to do physiotherapy. So the health facility where she works is physio that she does. Yeah. And she doesn't even like it.
It's true. Or the song you're playing. The song you're playing or something after this.
Which one?
What?
Your physical.
Yeah, your physical before. That's
it. Show how unhappy they are.
At 9:45, I have to do a Zoom in my office. If you help me, I'm on David Ofosudote's crystal ball panel. I'm the moderator at 9:45. So I beg, may they put the light for the front and then connect my internet to the thing. The system. I beg. Big issue.
And we don't have any solution to this thing.
No. There's nothing to do.
The petition is coming, and the baby is crying at the moment. This is heartbreaking. Yes. 3 years.
We don't have
3 good years.
any solution. See, if you read
the comments,
the comments, you see, you get some more insight from the comments.
Fred, I sent you some message.
They just completed national service and they are working. We the 2019 badge, we're in the house.
Charlie, people are sending me messages a lot on this issue. You know, it's funny. I didn't know it was a big issue until we started discussing it too. People are commenting and confirming it.
Giddy. Sell our slots.
How?
Serious matter. It is serious matter.
Receive the appreciation.
As at the talk right now, this weekend they write entrance exam.
So that the work that we've started completed successfully.
So according to the leaders
all the centers where they go for Leicester, they have some for Leicester, they have some for Bournemouth, they have so that be like the when you go out from different countries, there you put it, pay for the 1 month. Now,
So
by the
you
1 month,
heard
then
from
they
the
start-
Ministry of Health,
Yeah.
they
you
have
out.
assured
Yeah.
these 2019 and 2020 referral batch of nurses and midwives that they are indeed going to look into the petition to ensure that they are posted and given the clearance. Reporting for City News from the Ministry of Health, my name is Akosia Ocho.
Nathan, are you ready? How serious is what is the opposite of influx?
Outflux.
I want a word.
Somebody confirmed that.
What is how serious is the outflux of Ghanaian health professionals? Now, I'm being told that this is not limited to just
outflux,
nurses.
actually.
Yes, I'm told that it's not limited to nurses, but radiographers, physiotherapists, lab scientists, and dietitians are all living in droves.
All right, more messages. Dave in Koforidua says, just last week, a specialist trained pediatric nurse left in the UK. Hey,
Is there a replacement?
I don't know. J. Mensa in Telma says, if the government doesn't want to do the right thing, just leave them. Don't draw their attention and be spoiling chances. Before they realize, all the nurses will leave. Dan from Dan Simon says, it will amaze you to know that some institutions think that a nurse who has worked for over 10 years can be replaced by a nurse who's just worked for 2 years. This behavior cuts across most sectors of our economy. That's why our sectors don't grow.
It means our nurses are not that bad, though. We are here complaining, but they know the work.
Okay, this one says, great discussion on the highly skilled nurses and placement situation. I think Ghana now has a posture, official or unofficial, to export labor. I heard that a number of countries have placed requests at the YEA to recruit directly from here. And the agency is processing work abroad programs in that regard.
What sectors? It would be nice to know.
Hey, Parasajide. Good morning.
This one says, I just want to inform you of this brain drain thing. Last December, the government gave approval for the employment of veterinary doctors. 30 vets were employed, but only 6 remained. 24 have all been poached and are working in the UK. The UK government is also poaching from all departments.
This is serious. You have do you know how long it takes to train a vet? And if this is true, out of 30, how many are left?
6.
So 24 have left.
Hey. Odum sends that.
The dogs are suffering. Cats are suffering.
All right, more messages. I work as a registered nurse in the UK. I've been working for about 6 months now. I can say without apology that what we received back home was peanuts. You are paid 10 to 11 times what you are paid back home, with better conditions of service.
I have to be happy for you.
Another one says,
He's new.
But I'm
so
sad
you
for
can
the
say
country.
that.
But
new.
you are
6
saying
months,
this is the
you can say
condition that the British people say they don't like. This
That's
11.
why I'm saying that he's new. 6 months is new.
After
But
2 years.
The thing is, young people would always look for such opportunities.
Particularly if you can go with your spouse.
Everywhere.
Double income.
You know. The thing is, the other side is that you are not going to rise through the ranks. That one, forget it. It will take.
Unless you were born there.
That's you are more likely to.
So they've already put you in some band.
and you'll be there forever. So that one, if you are going, just know that.
The promotion
but
won't come.
that's. I think I saw a text here, very interesting. You go down, you see.
okay.
It's about somebody who.
Nathan, go on.
All right. This one says, the sad part is not only nurses that are leaving, but the IT people too. Okay. This was a better day. Stop asking if the guy should come back. I'm a teacher. If there's an opportunity like that, I'll fly away. David from Amman.
Well, teachers are also being sought after there. So David, just look sharp. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yes.
This one says, Bernard, let me give you a funny story. My midwife cousin has applied to leave for Canada with his anesthetic husband nurse. The kid's sister also has applied to leave for the UK, while the big brother, who's a lab tech, is leaving.
Hey.
A personal friend who is a psychiatric nurse is leaving Ghana for the UK by the end of the year.
Let's take it one by
That's a
one.
whole family.
Take it. My midwife cousin is going to Canada.
Yes,
Her husband is anesthetic nurse.
Yes.
So husband and wife Canada.
Yes.
Kid sister UK nurse. Big brother lab technician going. Friend psychiatric nurse UK. So it's like everybody's gone. They'll just leave the security man in the house to lock the gate. Hey.
All right. Nutifafa from Allowances. We should be happy for him in the country. After all, the country will enjoy its cut from his remittances.
Apparently, we had more remittances in 2021 than we had FDI. The remittance is now over $4 billion. So actually, if you put all that UOF Grant is doing, asking people to come and invest in Ghana, versus official private remittance, £200, £1,000, is more. And these monies are going to houses, school fees. If you look at the trend, a lot of school fees in Ghana is being paid by remittance money. A lot of houses being built in Ghana by remittance money. So maybe we should have a policy for it. A national exodus policy.
Well, it's okay to look at the policy, and that policy should also preempt what to do in the instance of the exodus. For instance, should we keep training nurses at the highest level only? Should we come back to the SRN level, which used to be the NTC thing?
So you can have a lot more nurses at the
enrolled nurses or community health nurses more. Should we now grade them step by step?
Like the way
exactly,
because a lot of our rural areas don't have nurses at all.
Exactly.
A lot of our chips compounds may not have nurses. So instead of just training nurses at the highest level, maybe you can say you can have
a certificate nursing, which you may be required to say practice for maybe 3 to 5 years, after which you
can then go to the next level.
That way you are able to keep a lot more of them at the basic level.
Yeah, because the fear is that you are going to have a shortage even at the basic community level.
Because the thing is that you can't, you probably will not be able to take a certificate in nursing to the UK, but you can take a diploma, SRN, professional. I don't know whether they are still doing SRN, but degree nursing and all those things to the UK easily. But if it's at the basic level, maybe not, where you are required to. These are just random thoughts. But
no, I think it's a very important point.
We cannot stop these professionals
from going.
Nothing will stop them.
So the sensible thing to do is to open the tap in a way that will not deprive us of nurses when we need them most. Because we also have our population growing, our health needs have increased, and I think the point about certificate nurses becomes more crucial. Nathan, more comments?
All right, this one says, I'm a public health officer with the Ghana Health Service. I'm currently working on my exams to travel out. With my current salary, I can't even save anything when the month ends. All right. I posted on my status update that I was all smiles listening to this guy. I'm happy for him.
So the guy said he's not coming. He said he's going to visit at Christmas.
I'm a chartered accountant, and my take home is a paltry 4,255.
After all the charter,
to leaving one day.
Charlie, to charter is hard though.
Well, I mean, look, if you're a chartered accountant, you can be in the UK and never get a job as a chartered accountant. You see, it's not as straightforward.
It depends on the needs there.
Yeah, and it depends on you. I mean, you can be a chartered accountant. There are doctors who have left Ghana, gone to Canada, gone to the US, and never ended up in the medical field because they probably couldn't do the onboarding, maybe write the exams and all the adaptation.
It's not that straightforward.
It's not that straight. But some nursing and a few others may be a bit more straightforward than others.
All right. This one says, please pass by the Adabaka Polyclinic and you'll be amazed at the number of people taking their yellow fever jabs just to travel. If things don't change and we continue this NDC MPP thing, Ghana will soon shut down. Something coming from.
They are taking their jobs to travel.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then this issue, nurses are posted and for over 6 months, no salary. Why won't they leave? We'll leave, cry.
Oh, Charlie.
Okay, this one says, I work as a registered nurse in the UK for about 6 months. Okay, I think we heard this already.
Yeah.
Okay, the person added a few things. Insurance, transport allowance, gift card vouchers in stores online. We are so cherished, respected, and loved. We work hard because you get paid hourly, even though it's hard work.
He said he has 12 hours to work, 1 hour break, and that 11 hours, so you can even get £15. So if you get £20, let's assume let me calculate something. So if you get £20 an hour, he said some get 15, some get 20. Let's assume he works and gets £20. Where's my calculator? £20 times 15. Me and my maths.
20 times 15.
But you're not working 15 hours.
No, 20. So 20 times 11. 11. That's 220. 220 a week times 4. That's £880 a month. This is the basic.
A month.
Yeah.
Is that calculated properly? Well, that's low.
No, sorry, let me do it again.
That's very
low.
Sorry,
no, I made a mistake. Sorry, I made a mistake. 11 times 20.
By 4 is 88.
Yes. Yes.
880 by 4. That's about 3,000.
Yeah. Sorry. So 11 hours a day. That's how many days in a week? So can you work 6 days a week?
Yeah.
Or can you work 7? No, then that's a lot of money.
No, hang on. But there's tax.
Yes, and there's also
tax
another thing.
Is 27% to 30% is going into taxes.
It's better than
there's transportation depending on where you live, and real transport is very expensive. No, thing is, it's a reality that we are dealing with, but it's not as easy like that because you see. Read this one.
Okay, this one says I'm a trained nurse.
It's easy, they are enjoying.
I went to the UK and I worked about 16 years.
It's not hard, yeah, they will go. How do you know it? Some people are leaving, you have 900 people last year.
When I ordered too much.
Bernard Vex said they are enjoying.
So this, went to the UK, worked for about 16 years. I've been in Ghana for the last 7. Nothing will make me want to work as a nurse in Ghana. My NTC colleagues are in top positions in Ghanaian hospitals. Some have retired with absolutely nothing. One of our mates, still working, had a stroke.
Let them edit the audio of the interview and send it to me.
The system in Ghana does not care about nurses, unfortunately.
And that's a huge issue. This system in Ghana business. Do you know that staff of Kolebu until Ampuma took over, you have to pay for Medicare when you go there
as a hospital worker?
Yes.
How do you? Why?
Yes, and when you retire and you come back to Kolebu, you will pay money and be treated like an. I'm telling you, it is only recently that they are changing this thing.